Hi, good morning everybody. I have the pleasure of introducing all of you to Sim Scott, who not only is the ambassador, one of the ambassadors for this event today, but he has also served for the last year as the Texas champion. And because of this, he got to go to Washington, D.C. and Orlando and represent the state of Texas and CMN. So please help me in welcoming Sim Scott.
Good morning, and thank you so much for coming. Nothing like a sudden cold morning to wake you up, right? My name is Sim Scott, and I'm here to talk to you for a short bit before we get going. Cold or not, what an amazing morning, and I am happy to see everyone here today. This walk today is special in many ways. Of course, we are all here to support the efforts of Children's Miracle Network hospitals. And that is always a highlight for me when I get to do something to help CMNH. What I think is awesome about this particular walk is we are a piece of a larger picture. This walk is being held from state to state, and the torch is being passed on to the ambassadors in each state. So that is binding us all together across the United States for a single cause. And even more special, though this walk is crisscrossing the country, the funds raised at each walk stays right there at each walk's local children's hospital. How awesome is that? There are many wonderful charities and organizations out there that fight for and focus on certain illnesses and disabilities. And that sort of fundraising and focus is needed. But I think that helping out Children's Miracle Network hospitals is at the top of the pack of who I aim to help out. Donations go to crucial expenses and research at the hospital specializing in the care of children regardless of what the illness or disability or accident brought them in. It's not just money that helps out CMN hospitals, it's also volunteer time, toy and supply drives, organizing and networking. There are so many ways we can all help. All of you braving the cold this morning shows me what true champions you are supporting something as important as Children's Miracle Network hospitals. Some of you may have read a little bit about me on the Torch Relay website. For those of you who have not, I'll tell you a little bit about how I came to be here. In 2009, a few months before my 7th birthday, I was diagnosed with a brain tumor. It was about the size of a bouncy ball and was right in the middle of my head. I had 2 surgeries at Dallas Children's Medical Center, where most but not all of it was removed, and I have been on the mend ever since. I have balance, strength, memory, and stamina issues, which were all expected. What wasn't expected was the significant vision loss I had in my right eye. The injury to my brain from my life-saving surgeries caused the muscles on the right side of my body to weaken a bit. And that included the muscles that held my right eye to focus. I've been using a patch to cover my stronger left eye every day to work harder to get some vision back. And thankfully it's working. I've been a student at USA Martial Arts since February, and that has been wonderful physical therapy for me, as well as fun. And it has really helped a lot with my balance. I'm on target to earn my purple belt in December, so I am really proud of that. My memory has improved with time, which is good. I am being watched by an endocrinologist. Because of the effects of the tumor and hydrocephalus, seems to have had an effect on my pituitary gland and growth hormones. But that seems to be starting to rebound a bit now. My last MRI 3 months ago shows that the remaining tumor is still stable and unchanged in the 3 years since my surgery, so I am doing really well. A few months after my surgery, I had the privilege of speaking on behalf of CMN hospitals on the annual radiothon that was broadcast from Dallas Children's. And ever since I have spoken to raise funds for the Children's Miracle Network hospitals, whenever the opportunity has arisen. If you haven't had the opportunity yet to read the short stories of the Miracle Kids who are part of this year's relay, try to do that on the Torch Relay website when you get home. Those little fragments of the huge medical stories about all the kids and their families will tug at your heart for sure. But just look a little to the right with each one that you read. What will you see? A smiling miracle each time. These families have taken something terrible and channeled it into something good, helping other sick children through activities like this relay in support of Children's Miracle Network hospitals. So are you ready to get your feet moving and get warmed up? Let's get to it!
Who's ever heard the saying out of the mouths of babes? So he said everything and more than any of us grown-ups could ever say about how important this is. We're ready to get started. I want to thank for the first time and many times the Six Flags organization